Hey guys, welcome back to Jibber Reviews. I appreciate you taking the time to check out my channel and this episode. In today's show, I'm going to share some new information about the Samsung Gear S4 smartwatch, which is expected to be officially released later this year. There's a lot of hype building for this next release, as I know many S3 owners chose to skip the Gear Sport and wait until the new S4 arrives. The newest information circulating now suggests that the S4 could boast a built-in blood pressure monitor. According to a new patent filed by Samsung, and I'll post the link to the patent in the video description for you to see, it suggests Samsung has developed a non-invasive way to measure blood pressure. Based on the information in the patent, it alludes to a light sensor, similar to the one used to measure heart rate, such as on the S3 and Gear Sport, could also be used to check the blood pressure. Now, the illustrations under the patent are identified as a smartwatch named Gear X, although if you look at the drawings, they are very similar to the original series of Gear smartwatches. The patent description shows the light sensor emitting polarized light and sensing the intensity of the scattered light. Now, whether this new technology will be as accurate as reading a traditional blood pressure device used by doctors, for example, remains to be seen, but the patent and the technology surrounding this functionality does have some validity, as Apple has been looking at ways to also monitor blood pressure and glucose levels in its wearable device. And in fact, Apple also filed a patent late last year that described a non-invasive way to measure blood pressure. The Apple patent, however, describes a method that uses a heartbeat measurement rather than Samsung's light sensor technology. Apple's method basically times how long your heartbeat takes to take from your heart to your wrist, also known as the Pulse Transit Time, or PPT, and is said to be a reliable method for calculating blood pressure. Now, if these new functions make it into the Samsung and Apple smartwatches, I think it's going to be interesting to compare the two methods and to see how accurate the readings are compared to traditional devices. However, with both Samsung and Apple filing for similar blood pressure monitoring technologies, it suggests that both are interested in incorporating this into the next smartwatch models. Another feature that will most likely make its way into the S4 is Samsung's new smart assistant Bixby. As you recall, Bixby was launched in the Galaxy S8, and it's really Samsung's answer to the other assistants on the market such as Siri and Google Now. The advantage of Bixby, though, is that it can perform a number of on-device tasks, and Samsung just announced many new features during the Galaxy Note 8 launch recently. Now, in terms of other upgrades most likely to be included in the S4, expect an improvement in the processing performance as well as the battery life, the latter being particularly important given the issues many S3 owners encountered with the Tizen OS update late last year. Battery life will definitely be on the minds of S3 owners, so Samsung will need to improve on this area if they want users to adopt the new S4. And finally, based on some of the leaked S4 photos, it appears we may also see a further slimming of the thickness of the watch, although in terms of case width, it appears it may be closer to the Gear Sport in size. We'll just have to wait and see. I know many S3 owners like the larger and more masculine look of their watch, so it will be interesting to see if Samsung stays with a smaller size case like the Gear Sport, which is 43mm, versus the S3, which is 46mm. But personally, I think something in the 44 to 45 range would be a happy medium between the two models. The other question I'm always getting asked is, when are we going to have more official information from Samsung about this S4? Well, interestingly enough, the Mobile World Congress is being held in Barcelona in a week, and Samsung is not only a partner at this event, but will also be presenting on mobile devices. It's possible we may get some information on its new wearable devices or technologies, such as the blood pressure monitor I alluded to earlier, but we'll just have to wait and see what's unveiled at the event. The more likely official unveil, though, based on Samsung's previous smartwatch launches, will occur in September of 2018, although I'm sure we're going to continue to receive snippets of information until then. Okay guys, that's all I have for now. I'm going to continue to keep you guys updated with news on the S4 as I receive it. Alright, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe to this channel. I also love to get feedback and share information with all of you, so please keep those comments coming. I'm going to be releasing more new and informative videos with fabulous giveaways for all of you, so make sure you check back for the details. Until then, take care.